The Turin shroud is a linen cloth that has captivated historians, scientists, and believers alike for centuries. Is it truly the burial shroud of Jesus Christ, or is it one of the greatest forgeries in history? Join us as we embark on a journey to unravel the secrets of the Turin shroud, exploring its origins, scientific studies, artistic significance, and its place in religious faith. The Turin shroud is approximately 14 feet long and 3.5 feet wide. What makes it extraordinary is the faint, ghostly image of a man imprinted on its surface, a man who appears to have suffered crucifixion. His wounds correspond to the injuries described in the biblical accounts of Jesus' death, including nail marks in the wrists and feet, a pierced side, and bloodstains that align with the crown of thorns. The earliest confirmed record of the shroud dates back to the 14th century in Lirey, France, when it was displayed by a French knight, Geoffroy de Charny. However, some believe that this relic is far older, possibly dating back to the time of Jesus Christ himself. There are accounts that suggest the shroud may have existed long before its appearance in France, with some theories tracing it to Constantinople or even Edessa, where it was allegedly known as the Mandilion, a cloth bearing the face of Christ. For centuries, the shroud has sparked debate. Some claim it is the authentic burial cloth of Christ, miraculously preserving his image. Others argue it is a medieval forgery, created with artistic techniques lost to time. Regardless of its origin, the Turin shroud remains one of the most studied religious artifacts in history. In 1988, a groundbreaking scientific analysis was conducted. Using radiocarbon dating, researchers from 3 independent laboratories tested small fabric samples from the shroud. The results were shocking. The shroud was dated to between 1260 and 1390 AD, suggesting it was a medieval creation rather than an artifact from the time of Christ. This result seemed to settle the debate, but many researchers and believers questioned the reliability of the testing. Skeptics argue that the carbon dating process may have been flawed. The samples tested may have been taken from a repaired section of the cloth, not the original fabric. Others point to possible contamination from centuries of handling, exposure to fire, and biological factors that could have skewed the results. Some scientists have called for new, more precise dating techniques to be used on uncontaminated sections of the shroud. Beyond carbon dating, scientists have struggled to explain how the image was formed. Unlike traditional paintings or burn marks, the image on the shroud appears to be a superficial discoloration of the topmost linen fibers. The coloration does not penetrate the threads and lacks any visible brushstrokes, pigments, or dyes. This unique quality has led some researchers to propose that the image was created by a form of radiation or light exposure, a theory that remains speculative but intriguing. Some suggest the shroud's image was formed by a naturalistic process, such as a reaction between bodily fluids and the linen. Others have posited that intense bursts of energy, possibly a form of light or heat, could have created the image, leading to theories about supernatural phenomena. For millions of Christians, the Turin shroud is far more than an artifact. It is a sacred symbol of faith. To them, it represents a tangible connection to the suffering, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. It is a reminder of the Passion of Christ and a source of deep spiritual reflection. Despite its importance, the Catholic Church has remained neutral regarding the shroud's authenticity. The Church recognizes its spiritual significance but refrains from declaring it a genuine relic of Christ. Pope John Paul II once called it a mirror of the gospel, emphasizing its role in faith rather than science. Pope Francis echoed this sentiment, stating that the image invites believers to contemplate the suffering of Christ rather than focusing on its scientific analysis. Nevertheless, the shroud continues to inspire theological debate. Is faith more powerful than science? Can something be spiritually true even if its origins remain uncertain? For many believers, the answer is clear. The Turin shroud, whether authentic or not, deepens their connection to the divine. Beyond science and faith, art historians have also examined the shroud's mysterious image. Could it be an early masterpiece of medieval art rather than a relic? Some theories suggest that it was produced through a photographic-like process unknown to medieval artists. Others believe it was a highly advanced technique using chemicals and heat. Some researchers have attempted to use early photographic techniques, such as the camera obscura theory, to argue that the shroud was the first ever photographic negative. This theory suggests that a medieval artist, long before modern photography, could have used light-sensitive chemicals to create an imprint. However, no historical evidence supports such a method being available in the 14th century. Another theory proposes that the shroud was created using a form of medieval alchemy, blending artistic and scientific knowledge in ways still not fully understood. Some researchers have pointed to ancient artistic techniques like bas-relief rubbing or scorching, but none have been able to produce an exact replica of the shroud's characteristics. After centuries of research, debate, and controversy, the Turin shroud remains an enigma. Despite modern technology and scientific advancements, no definitive conclusion has been reached. Some believe that future advancements in imaging technology, fiber analysis, and chemical testing may one day provide new insights into the shroud's origins. However, even with more sophisticated techniques, the mystery may never be fully solved. Is it truly the burial cloth of Jesus Christ? A medieval relic? Or something else entirely? Perhaps the power of the shroud lies not in proving its authenticity, but in the questions it raises. It reminds us that faith and science often walk a fine line and that some mysteries may never be fully explained. As long as it exists, the Turin shroud will continue to inspire, intrigue, and challenge both believers and skeptics alike. What do you think? Is the Turin shroud a true relic of Jesus, a masterful medieval creation, or something else entirely? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more intriguing content. Your support helps us continue exploring fascinating topics like this, bringing you well-researched insights and thought-provoking discussions. Share this video with friends and family who might find the Turin shroud as mysterious and compelling as we do. And if you have any other historical or religious mysteries you'd like us to explore, leave a comment below. We love hearing your ideas. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious, keep questioning the unknown, and never stop exploring the mysteries of our world.